Hey guys, it's Brittany and welcome back to my channel. This video is a very important video for me. I wanted to make this video in honor of my aunt, Lula May, who is a breast cancer survivor. And in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I wanted to honor her with this video and then also share my story of my experience with my breast cancer scare. It's a very emotional thing for me because I obviously am a mother of two small children. I'm married with a wonderful husband and I have a family that I love and I cherish. And I'm young. I'm 33 years old, just turned 33. And this scare happened to me for the second time right around my birthday in September. So I really wanted to make a video to kind of share with you my experience, just so that you guys understand how important it is to get checked every year. Get your wellness check done. Usually when you get your wellness check done as a woman, they also check your breasts just to make sure there's no lumps. But get your wellness check done every year. Make sure you're going to the doctor, getting those pap smears, because cervical cancer is real, HPV is real. Breast cancer is real. So make sure that you're going and you're being checked. But let's jump into my story really quickly. So in 2014, I had my daughter, Gianna, and I breastfed her, and that went great. I breastfed her until she was 7 or 8 months old. So that was great for me. But after I stopped breastfeeding, I went and had my annual checkup done with my general practitioner. And she checked and she said, oh, there's a small lump. And it was something that I kind of noticed, but I kind of blew it off. I said, oh, maybe it's like a clogged duct or something, because I was breastfeeding. So I just kind of blew it off, and it was really small. I would say it was the size of a pea. So I really didn't think a whole lot of it, but my doctor did. And that's another thing. Get you a doctor that you trust. Get you a doctor that listens to you and values what you're saying to them and really wants to help you and make sure that you understand what's going on with your body and your health. But she put in right then and there for me to go to our local breast center in the hospital and have a ultrasound done. So first she said, we'll do the ultrasound, and then if it's something more or it looks like we need to look further, then they may have you do a mammogram. And at the time, this was 2015. So I was, I was 27, 28, something like that. So of course, I'm not thinking breast cancer. I'm too young to have breast cancer. So I go and the doctor does a ultrasound on my breast and they find the small lump, but just from the ultrasound, they said, okay, it's benign, nothing to worry about. It's mobile, so nothing to worry about. So great. That made me feel a lot better. We moved on with our lives, so forth and so on. But over time, I had my second child, my son, in 2018. And randomly, I would get sharp pains in my left breast, which is where the lump was. I would get, if someone bumped into me or one of my kids jumped on me or hugged me too tight or something, I would get pain. Sometimes it's just a sharp pain randomly. So I always worried in the back of my mind, but I always put it off. I always put it off because A, I was too busy to go, is what I told myself. And B, because I really didn't want to know. A lot of times when we don't go to the doctor, it's because we know it's something that we should be doing, but we're afraid of what the outcome will be. So I went in on at the beginning of this year. So I went into my general practitioner again, and shout out to Dr. Paris. But I went up to her office to do my annual checkup, and of course she remembered and she checked on my lump, and she said, "Oh girl, it's bigger." And not to scare me in any way, but just in a normal conversation, as if she was my friend looking out for me. So she said, "Oh no, we're gonna have you go do a mammogram and we're gonna have you do an ultrasound." So of course I went in January, February is when COVID hit here. I was working in an actual hospital that got the first couple of COVID patients. So I wasn't able to do anything. So it took months for me to actually get into the breast center to get the procedures done. So I finally got in September, which is partly my fault because, again, once I was able to go and they reopened to like general people needing to go get, standard procedures done, I still put it off, and I put it off because I was afraid. Oh no, it's bigger now. Oh, it hurts more often. Something has to be wrong. So I put it off and I put it off and I put it off. But finally in September, I said, I gotta do it. I gotta go. I felt like I was putting something off that could drastically change or affect my family in a negative way. So I knew I had to do it. So I went, I got the mammogram. And after I got the mammogram, they said, okay, you need to do an ultrasound. So when I did the ultrasound, I was expecting both of these procedures, so it wasn't anything shocking to me. But after the ultrasound, the actual radiologist came in and said, we need you to do a biopsy. And she didn't give me much information. She just kind of said, yeah, what we see on the ultrasound and what we see on the mammogram, we just want to do a biopsy to make sure. We don't know for sure what it is, but we want to be sure before, we take any next steps. And of course, this scared me because before, when I did the ultrasound, they were able to tell me from the ultrasound, oh no, it's benign, you're fine. Don't worry about it. But it was a different outcome this time, and that scared the crap out of me. And I cried. I cried at the doctor's office. I cried in the car. Of course, I called my husband. While I was in the car. And of course, he tried to reassure me. He's very, very calm in times like this. He doesn't react emotionally in times like this or situations like this. So he was very quick to reassure me that everything is fine. We're gonna go, we're gonna get everything done, you'll be fine. So I went back the next week. Before I went back, I got a call from my general practitioner, Dr. Perez, and she said, I wanted to talk to you because I got your results back and I wanted to make sure you were okay. And I wanted to know if you had any questions. And I told her, the radiologist there, she didn't explain to me what the results were. So my doctor explained to me, it's larger than they would like, and there's significant blood flow going to the area. That is why they wanted to do the biopsy. So when she explained that to me, it gave me a clear understanding. I'm a science-backed person. I have a degree in biology, a pre-medical track degree. So I need evidence, I need facts behind what's going on. You gotta tell me what is happening. So she told me that, and then she followed that up with, I'm praying for you. I have been praying for you. Everything will be okay. I won't let it be otherwise for you. And when you have a doctor like that, it's so important in times like that. When you don't know what your future is, you don't know what the outcome is gonna be. But to have her say she's praying for me and she's been praying for me and she won't let me fall, that's the type of doctor that you need. So I went and got the biopsy and I was scared. My husband came, and obviously you can't go in the actual procedure areas at a breast center. They don't allow men back there just for, I guess, comfort, even though I would prefer my husband to be there when something like this was taking place. He can come with me whenever I'm opening my legs for a doctor to see when I'm pregnant or when I'm getting checked. He can come back there then, but breasts, he can't come back. That's a whole nother thing. But anyway, so he was there to support me in the waiting area. They did the biopsy. It wasn't as painful as I thought it was gonna be. They numbed the area, and then they used kind of like a needle gun that kind of took pieces out of the actual lump that I had in my breast. And they took that and sent that off and had doctors take a look at that. And they told me it would be, 48 to 72 hours at least before I got the results back. So of course I cried after that. Me and my husband went to go eat at our favorite sushi place just because it gave me comfort to be able to do something that we love to do after something like that. So I did that, prayed. The next day, I got a call from the nurse there, and she said, we've never gotten results back that fast, but it was benign. There is nothing for you to worry about. It's completely benign. And the relief that I felt to know that I'll be here for my kids. I'll be here for my mom. I'll be here for my sister and my family and my husband. That is something that I am forever grateful to have received. That was so important for me. And that is really what kind of put me back on the path of appreciating life, appreciating myself, cherishing myself, and treating myself better. So I vowed after that I need to make sure that I remain healthy for my children, for my family, so that I'm here for them, so that I can be present for the important things in their life when they need me. So I'm back on eating healthy. I'm back on working out and being on a regimen. I feel like it's so important when you have scares like that. It really puts things into perspective for you. So again, I say to you, go get your yearly annual checkups. Get your examinations done. Get your pap smears done. If you're over the age of 35, get your mammograms and your breast checks done. Thank God that I got a biopsy done. It means that my lump is benign. I don't have to be checked again until 40. I made sure to ask, is this something that can down the line turn into cancer? And they said absolutely not. I mean, any other cell in your body can theoretically turn into a cancer cell at any point, but there's no greater chance of this lump turning into a cancer cell than anywhere else in my body. So thank God for that. But be diligent about your health. If you feel like something is wrong, go see somebody. Get you a virtual doctor's appointment. Do what you need to do to be here and present for your family. And I really just wanted to do this video and bring awareness, especially to breast cancer. There's so many women that just don't get checked because they're afraid and they don't want to leave their family behind, and they don't want that burden of being a sick person when they're supposed to be the person that's there for everybody else at all times. Go get checked. It's so important. I thank God for doctors like mine. My aunt is still here today, and she is a cancer survivor. God bless her. But I really wanted to share this story with you guys because it's important. So thank you all for taking the time to watch and listen. Please take my advice and stay on top of your health. I want to see all your beautiful faces for as long as possible. So cherish yourself, cherish your life. Take care of yourself. Love you guys. Bye.